Hi, everyone, and today we are going to talk about drawing butterflies. This is also an inspiration to Eric Carle's Very Hungry Caterpillar. In my previous video, I showed you how to create a caterpillar using ovals and circles, and today we're going to create a butterfly using triangles and ovals. Now remember, you can use whatever drawing materials you have. You can use crayons, colored pencils, or even markers. Okay. Before we get started, I want you to just practice drawing triangles and ovals on a scrap sheet of paper. So remember, for ovals, we want kind of these skinny shapes. Just practice them over and over again until you feel like you are comfortable with them. All right. And then even triangles, we are going to remember that there are 3 sides to a triangle. So we are going to create straight lines. We're going another direction, and we want to connect that third side to the both there. Okay. Practice that over and over until you feel comfortable. And these are going to be the basic shapes we are going to use for our butterfly. So for this assignment, you are going to use a 6x6 piece of paper, just like we did with the caterpillar. And the first thing we're going to start with is the body of the butterfly. So we're going to make an oval. There are 3 parts to the body of the butterfly. We have our head, we have our thorax, then we have our abdomen. All right, we're going to add some lines on the top, 2 circles on top if you'd like, for the antennae. And we're going to use the triangles to create the wings. Now, sometimes it's a little easier if you want to draw the triangles to kind of switch your paper and rotate it to the side so that we can better see how we're drawing those triangles. So I'm going to put one here, and the other one very closely is going to come off of the body as well. All right, to get to the other side, I'm going to flip my paper. And I'm going to do the same thing. Triangle on top. Next to it, I have another triangle going to the bottom. All right, and then I can rotate my paper back to its normal rotation or its normal direction. So before we start coloring in the butterfly, we want to think about giving it some eyes. We'll make some oval for eyes. Just like I did with the caterpillar in my other video, I'm going to put small ovals inside. All right, from there, before I start coloring in, we also need 3 legs on each side of our butterfly. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? It's okay if it overlaps with the wings. Now, lastly, before I start coloring in, I'm going to create patterns. Okay, there's shapes and colors that repeat themselves. I'm going to make patterns through the wings. And I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I'm going to make some stripes through the wings. With that, I think I'm going to go with some wiggly stripes. Wiggly stripes over here. And do the same thing on the other side. So there's some sense of symmetry, which means it looks the same on each side as the other wing. All right, for my bottom wing, I'm going to maybe do some polka dots. So I'm going to take those circles or ovals and I'm going to repeat them throughout the whole wing. All right, and from here, since I have the basic shape of my butterfly, and I like the way it looks. I'm going to now color it in. Okay, remember you can use crayons, colored pencils, or markers. I am choosing to use markers for this. Remember, be creative and use whatever colors you'd like. So for the body of my butterfly, I'm going to do some pink. Okay, and remember when you're going inside small shapes, take your time, go slowly so we stay inside the lines. And just like I mentioned with the video with the caterpillar, you kind of want to color as if your colored pencil is on its side, not straight up and down. Okay, so this way we don't get too scratchy of lines as we're coloring in. So I'm just going to continue coloring in. I like this pink or magenta color, so I'm just going to continue using it for other parts of my butterfly. Okay, remember, go nice and slow so you don't have any scratchy lines as you're coloring in. Okay, I'm done with my pink. I'm gonna choose a different color. I'm really big into complementary colors. And what complementary means is they're usually opposite the color wheel. So reds and pinks go really well with greens and turquoises, which is kind of a bluish green color. So I'm going to take this color and I'm going to finish coloring my bottom wing. I'm going to carefully go around the polka dots so I don't go through them. Okay. Remember, try to keep the same direction as you're coloring unless you're going around a certain shape. All right, I finished the bottom wings. Now I'm going to color in the top wings, and I'm going to repeat this green just a little bit so that we have some consistency between the top and bottom wings. So I'm going to make this stripe green. Again, go nice and slow so you don't go over the lines, and I'm going to make this stripe green. Okay, and to keep it symmetrical, same on each side, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right, so I have a few more colors I can add to my butterfly. Let's see here. I'm going to choose a blue color. I'm going to finish off my wings with that blue. All right, I'm almost done with my butterfly. I just need to add a little color to the eyes. Again, to keep some consistency, I'll take that blue, I'll add it to the outer oval. And lastly, I just need to pick one more color for the little small ovals inside of the eyes. All right. From there, you can color the background one solid color. If you would like to add a setting or objects to the background, you can as well. So perhaps maybe your butterfly is in a field of flowers. Start off with lines for the stem of the flowers, add some leaves. Okay, and then choose whatever colors you'd like to add for the flowers. I like to make my flowers all different. I can make tulips, kind of like a U shape with zigzags on top. Color those in. I want to do a more daisy look. Maybe I'll start with a circle in the center and put ovals and circles surrounding that yellow center. Okay, maybe I'll make a pattern with this. So I'll go tulips and daisies. U shape, zigzag. For the daisies, circle in the center, ovals around. Oh, almost forgot. We're going to stick with that red. U shape and zigzag. Then I'm going to finish off with a daisy. All right, and if you want to finish off, maybe we can take that green again, add a little grass at the bottom. Little short green lines. And then very lightly, I'm going to take a blue and I'm going to color in the sky. Okay, just remember when you're coloring large surfaces, you can go nice and fast. Use the side of your pencil, and when you get around objects, go a little slower so you don't go through them. Okay, and still try to color in the same direction.